Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Kate. Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Ramblings, and we're in the flower garden. These are the last of the lilies. Last to bloom, last to enjoy. I did have a few more of the stellar Doricum ones come up. These, which I thought were going to be the Italian white sunflowers, nope, turned out to be the rosy yellow ones. So I think this one over there is probably the only those two Italian whites, and maybe just our climate, maybe this hot summer, whatever, they were not able to bloom. These ladies are very lovely on their own though. And my crepe myrtle is just starting to make a little bloom right here. Seems to be late, I guess, because I've seen a lot of others already bloomed out, but it is young and lovely, and I can't wait till it gets taller and provides some shade, because this area is just so no shade hardly anymore at all. There's the wildflowers. I got a lot of these black-eyed Susan lookalikes, and these beautiful magenta ones. They're so tall. Yeah, they were some of them, yeah, I probably got one that one back there is probably about 5 feet tall. The others are pretty tall. And they've been growing and growing, and I've been wondering what they were going to be. And of course, there's a lovely magenta. Oh yeah, looky there. Yeah, it's a pollinator party still. They just know how to keep partying on and on and on. The little white ones with the purple centers have bloomed out more, which is nice. Anywho, I just wanted to make a wee little video update for this week. It is midweek, it's hump day, on the last weeks of July, I believe. Yeah, it's like the 27th, and coming out to pick a few things in the garden. I ate all the okra I'd picked. I had some tomatoes that were, a clutch of them that were a little cluster, clutch, whatever, you know. Eggs, tomatoes, it all starting to sound the same. That were starting to ripen, and when I went to pick them, something had been eaten on them. They were rotted and yucky. But I've got a few little okras here that are ready to be cut. I try to come out each day because even though I might only get 1 or 2 okra that day, they grow so fast. And I've been felt like I've been ridiculously going over every single plant 2 or 3 times, but it's because I had found those couple really large ones and I missed them, and I'm like, what the heck? So this one's got a couple to cut, and I got some more to cut, but I'm not going to cut them on camera. I mean, how boring is that? But this is I think it's called Burgundy Queen. Burgundy something, but I think it's Burgundy Queen okra from Haas Tools. I thought I was done with the green beans and that the heat and, you know, they had just finished, but I've been finding a lot more blooms, so that means I'm probably going to get another decent picking off of them. And we'll see how that goes. Of course, I had one of those yellow zucchini sneak up on me. How that happens, I'm just going to blame it on old age eyesight. I don't know, but it has snuck in a few on me. But you can see this one down here has probably about 6 or 7 small ones. I've got so much zucchini in my fridge and freezer, and I've given so many away. I sent a huge bag of stuff to work with Paul the other day. A lot of sunflowers. These ugly droopy ones, but still lots still to bloom, and lots of being. Oh, this one's got so heavy. You got so heavy because you had such a big head. But it looks like every one of its little seeds and yumminess has been eaten, and that's what they're here for. Well, they're here for the pollinators and me to enjoy, of course. But yeah, I think my regular, well, regular zucchini's got one little guy down there. But yeah, the yellow has been very prolific. See, I've got lots of tomatoes. Let's see, this one down here is starting to turn pink. And I want to grab it before I don't know if it was the heat or if it was a bug and started to rot, but it made the whole cluster. Something's eating on it. Damn it. So it goes to the critter area. I really wanted some to come to full ripening on the vine, but as you know, if something's going to keep eating it, I'm going to have to cut them. Cut them green and stick them in a window. I mean, they still taste delicious that way, but whoa! This one wasn't ready to pick the other day, but whew, this is probably the biggest of the Armenian ones I've gotten. At least around. It's probably 18 inches, but it's a little bit bigger here on the bottom, so I'll cut it up and add it to my vinegar cucumbers and see how it goes. But as you can see, I'm pickling one. Yesterday we had spotty showers. I mean, sad and pathetic as showers go, but it was cloudy all day. I was able to get a lot done, though. You know, you would think that it's nice and cloudy, it would be so much cooler. But it didn't really start sprinkling until I was done. I was soaked. I ended up taking 2 showers yesterday. Just one when I first got up to get the gel out of my hair, and the second one because I was so sweaty and horrible. But anyhow, garden, she's still thriving. She's still doing pretty good. I don't think I have any more cucumbers to cut, so I'll put my little clippers in my pocket. And this cucumber plant is climbing all over that tomato plant back there, but it's still producing tomatoes, so I used to taught to believe that they didn't like to be together, that they weren't good companions, and that's not true. Look, I tore down the old run yesterday. It took me a couple hours because I had lots of clips and I had to get the wire cutters out because there was tons of the steel zip ties like this, and you know, I kept thinking, oh, this is temporary and it's gonna, you know, they're not as safe in it. I pulled up probably close to 100 of those things, those spikes. It was down to the ground, and the wire had gone, you know, was folded under this way, so nothing could dig in. But so I bedded it down and kind of spread out the straw that was still there. This is the area that's kind of gets low and floods, so I'm not going to worry about scraping that straw out there. I'm just going to let it build up the height. But there's netting and chicken wire and post and post and post, and a cat, and the flooring for the coop. I'm going to order some more stuff from Home Depot. Hi! Let's get in here. Hi, ladies. Oh, I know, it's the shady corner. Say hi to us. Nee. Rowan. Yeah, she's ended up being a blue Americana. I thought she was going to be a silver or gray when she was young, but it's kind of hard to tell when they're small. Oh my gosh, it's so much cooler in here. It's so much cooler in here, ladies. Got shade. Y'all want a little bitty green bean? Okay, here. I picked 3 green beans. Y'all can peck at them. I'm going to one evening come in and scoop up Laddie Roo so I can trim his beak. I'm going to sit here in front of their fan. I'll watch the girls for a minute. They're like, Mom, you're too fat to be on our perch. It's holding me, girls, so don't even say it. Don't say it. It's holding me up, so I'm not too fat to be on it. That's Brown on the left and Kiba there in the middle, with Laddie Roo coming, bringing up the end with his beautiful tail feathers. You got Neve over here eating a green bean. Luna's coming over here to see what she's doing. And Luna's down there pecking at green beans. They've enjoyed this ladder, but because it does go higher than their former roost, they're wanting to roost up there. So every day is like a adventure in coop cleaning. So I will take it out of here when I start to build the coop, because I want them to roost in the coop. And I'd rather them go back here to this roosting station. But anyhow, as long as they're enjoying it right now, we're ordering them more tin to finish the roof. And I just put some partial sheets of plywood that I had like scattered around, and used a couple of those green pole stakes to cover the food and give them a little more rain coverage in case we got a hot rain, and to get it up out of my way in case we got a heavy rain. But yeah, you got fresh cold water. But yeah, Laddie Ruth's little crooked beak. Show me your beak. Yeah. So like I said, I'm going to kidnap him one evening, and I'm going to just trim the tip of his upper part of his beak, in the top part, because it's what's kind of curling down to the side of the other. It won't line his beak up perfectly, but I think it will make it easier for eating. I went ahead and ordered 150 pounds of layer crumbles. I've decided I'm going to stick with crumbles instead of pellets, just so it's easier for him to eat. And I'll probably change to a big bowl feeder. We'll see. I'll probably put a couple different feeders, and I might put some mini pellets in, but they're not super wasteful. You know, they can't really scratch at that one, and what they do get on the ground they tend to eat. But yeah, show them your beak. Yeah, you're a handsome fella. Yes, his comb and his waddle is coming in. Yeah, you're on camera. Say hi, Mom. You don't know who your mom is, but you see his tail feather there, and he's getting saddle feathers. He hasn't crowed anymore, so you know, maybe it's gonna be that rare hen that, you know, has a couple crows. But they, you know, the first one was like a throaty, sad little crow, and I thought maybe it's just a hen making an aggressive noise. But looking at his sister over there, tell the difference in her hackle feathers and his hackle feathers. And he's getting more saddle feathers. I don't think he's getting any little spurs yet. Oops, sorry. He's like, what are you doing? Why do you got that in my face? Oops. Well, I had my finger in their face. Yeah, he's quite pretty. He still hustles the ladies around. Acts kind of bossy. So he's doing his rooster stuff. But I don't see any spurs coming in. Hi, Neve. I know, you. Paul came up to me the other day, and he had been looking at a couple of the silver lace Wyandottes, and he's like, there's something wrong with the chicken's eyes. I'm like, why? What's wrong? And he's like, they're really red around their eyes. I'm worried about them. I'm like, they have red eyes. Yeah, they have red around their eyes. They're supposed to be like that. What, you gonna peck the phone? Hi. What? No, you want to peck my finger, I know. He's like, there's some red around their eyes and face. Looks like it's raw. No, it's not raw. That's just how they look. So these are the Brahmas. Yesterday was their official 3-month birth, but that makes them about 13 weeks. So, and just because a month is not a full 30 days, different days and blah blah blah. So they're probably another 2, maybe 3 months out before they start laying. These girls here, Luna, the girl sitting beside me on the perch, and Miss Bronwyn here, the Americana, they should start at about 18 weeks laying. Bronwyn's gonna have light blue eggs. We're gonna have brown ones from this pretty girl. It'd be pretty if they were white with speckles. It'd be nice if their eggs matched their feathers. Wouldn't that be cool? And here's Luna. She's still darker. Una is kind of bossy. She's kind of mean to her sister. You are the mean girls. You're so snooty. But look at your little peacocks coming in. Yes? Laddie, you tell those ladies. Tell them to be nice. No mean girls here. I went to high school with a bunch of mean girls. I mean, before there were the term mean girls. And oh my God, you know, now that I look back and I'm like, wow, we did have some mean girls. And a couple of them went into education, like school principals and other things. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I wonder if they ever sit down and told the truth about their bullying to the students in this modern era. But anyway, I digress. Getting off on a tangent. Let's all huddle around. They're like, Mom, you're blocking our fan. Oh, what are you doing down there? What are you doing down there, Bronwyn? You practicing your nesting? Yeah, so I want to be able to get the nest boxes and most of the coop up within the next 4 weeks, by the end of August. I'm going to make it, like I said, so that the sides and everything can come off. I'll put another pallet there, like I have this one. That level there is going to be their floor. This is going to be their roost, and a little bit below the roost would be the nest boxes. But I like it being open air. It does seem to make it cooler in here, a lot more airflow. And Paul's anxious to get them their little new chicken yard run out in the yard so they can run around in free range. But of course he's in bed, so it's not. I don't really have any help putting it together. And he so criticized and teased me about my temporary run, which worked wonderfully and was quite sturdy. It wasn't pretty, but it was sturdy. So we locked their door. I have this little curtain here just to help with some of the morning sun. And now that it's shaded in this area, I'll bring their the shade tarp back up so they get good airflow and so that they can see out. No one will feel like prisoners. They're all breeds that are very good at, they can handle being cooped up, but they also like to free range. So these little clips are from Amazon. My friend Sean bought me a whole bag of them last year for the garden, and I've used them in the garden, and they're great for just holding stuff up, pinning stuff up, even with connecting some of the levels of the chicken wire and chicken netting for the temporary coop. I mean, because you can take them off. It's not like the metal zip ties that, you can only cut them off. But anywho, Cass just had a snack. She's sitting over here. I'm going to go cut my okra and end this video, but I hope everyone is getting closer to cooling off. Today I think our high is supposed to be 86, but we've got a lot of this cloud cover. The sun's popped out a little bit and has, I think, hopefully finally dried the grass. I want to mow today, but this morning the grass was too wet. It's still pretty wet, so I may be mowing this afternoon, late this evening. But anyhow, that's where we're going, and Paul got all the netting, so we're going to make a I know I wanted to cut a hole in the side of this for them to enter their little yard, and I may still eventually, but for now I'm going to pull this pallet platform thing back, probably just a foot and a half, and start their little run just outside the door. So I'll funnel them out the door here, and they can run behind the plant or around the plant, and then we're going to cordon off the shady area, which part of the day is sunny, but it should be shady for the rest of the day now, and it's a little bit after 1:30. So, and we'll probably let them come back here a little bit, but there's stuff growing around the base of that tree which we need to take out and cut down, but there's things that they don't need to be eating, certain ivies, and Virginia creeper is not good for chickens, and they're pretty good at not eating the stuff that is not good for them, but they are just animals with smaller brains than humans, and humans eat shit we're not supposed to eat all the time, so I don't trust them not to get curious, and I just don't want to deal with sick chickies. But anyhow, I'm going to get my vegetables in and some more cut, and plan out this run. But yeah, this gets really great and grassy, so I may come out this way with it a little bit. I just haven't decided, but I still got work to do, as always something to do. It's just been too hot to accomplish much, so now I'm gonna get back at it. Hopefully it stays cool. Well, 86 is supposed to be the high, but I don't think we're gonna hit that, and as long as it stays cloudy, it might be a little better. But anywho, everybody have a great week. have a great August coming up. Hopefully it bodes better for the weather. We get some decent hurricane action for rain content and cooling down purposes, not necessarily damage. Bye, y'all.